Hi, eBay people. I have a video today to film about defects, and I'm trying to keep it short. And somehow I filmed it, and I filmed it again, and the second time ended up longer than the first time. So I'm trying not to ramble and go into details that you don't even need. So my newest account got ripped off by two people in August and September. Um, it was over $500 I got ripped off. Is pretty good amounts. Both times the buyers lost their claims with eBay because they were idiots and lying, but both of them went to PayPal and got refunded. One of them, even despite all evidence showing it was delivered, and I had messages where he said he was going to open a false claim, and PayPal asked for those and I gave them, they still said unique circumstances and refunded them. So, yeah, didn't have any stock to list. I've been so fucking busy all summer and fall. Didn't have much to list on this new account. Was too busy to really focus on it. But Christmas is starting again. It's just November 30th, 2019 right now. So sales start picking up again. Didn't have very many sales for a couple months, but then last few weeks I had a $30 sale and a $60 sale and a $140 sale right before this. Get an offer, $100, reseller, includes a message saying it's for charity. I knew it wasn't. I didn't care. Item had damaged. The item has had no interest on it for months. Wanted to just move it. Took the offer. Very stupid of me. Very, very stupid of me. Buyer pays. I can see the buyer is in Colorado. PayPal, not eBay. This is not the eBay has requested hold on your funds. This is PayPal saying your payment is marked as pending until tracking shows it's been delivered because it's considered high risk. The generic information in the email says it could be that you're selling more than usual, higher values than usual, or in a high risk category like electronics. This is my my main item, autographs, main category. My average selling value is, if I added this up once, my average selling value of items is $100 each. And of course, to explain average to people, that means I could be selling some things for 20 or $30 and other things for like $500. It's just what it evens out to. So yeah, nothing out of the ordinary with this should have been. However, again, this is a reseller. Resellers are pretty well known for just opening claims and ripping people off to get free items or cheaper items. So I'm like, great, that's what's going to happen. About 30 minutes later, had another sale for $120, straight buy it now sale. This new user just registered, but also in Colorado, really close to this other guy. So, and both names, like the one thing, first username was front row something or other, and the new one was something music, like Madison Music or something like that. And I know music could be a name. We had an extended family member with the last name Music, so I know that could be a last name. But between the two and the type of item, it seemed more like this was a seller, like somebody operating as a business. So yeah, that payment's flagged as well. I did not cancel either sale, but I refunded them both. Sent messages to both accounts and said your payment has been flagged as being high risk, so you have been refunded. The new account never replied, but the other account did. And this other account had like 2,000 feedback. I wanted to make sure that nothing could come back and bite me in the ass. That's why I never canceled. If either of them left feedback saying seller canceled, I could fight that because show me where I canceled. And I didn't want eBay to think that's taking sales off site or something. So they're still getting their damn fee. called PayPal wouldn't tell me any information. At one point, they worded it as, "We can't tell you anything about someone else's account," which made me think this isn't anything to do with mine because I was worried that those two scammers opening claims had screwed up something on this account of mine. But no, that implied it was this other person that was probably the same person. So the first sale to the account with the $2,000 feedback, the $100 item, I knew he was going to be a problem no matter what I did. So he got a free fucking item. There you go. He replies back. He's freaking out. Well, now what? I'm like, nothing changes for you. You still get a free item like you wanted. Enjoy. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to claim open later. I can't be dealing with this later on. I don't fucking care. This $100 isn't even worth my time at this time of year to be dealing with you. So I didn't give him tracking though. I wasn't paying the extra for that. But he's got his item. He's been refunded. Haven't heard from him again. The other account didn't reply for a few days, then replied. Then there was some communication, and she sounded like an actual person. Oh, I bought this for my boyfriend as a Christmas gift. Blah blah blah. I'm explaining things. There was a bit of a pause, and she comes back and says, "Okay, I just called PayPal. They said the payment was flagged because I don't have an actual PayPal account. I paid as a guest." So yeah, I started to feel a little more comfortable with this. Relisted, she repurchased, paid. The payment flagged again though as being suspicious. Kind of running out of options at this point, so I'm like, well, I guess I got to go with this and see, because stupidly, I'm stupid. Like, because there was communication, I felt a little more comfortable proceeding. I mailed her item. I had tracking. She did get it this week. PayPal released the funds the next day. I think that was Tuesday. I haven't heard anything back all week since, so fingers crossed that that is still the way it is, that it's okay. But yeah, notice though, after all this, not on the first one, but on the second one, I had a defect show up on my account. I was like, what the fuck do I have a defect for? Saying I canceled a sale for being out of stock. I'm like, I most certainly have not. So I bring up all the details. I see it's that second sale to the new buyer. Didn't have time to call eBay, but I messaged eBay for business, and I know they're useless, and they were. They're just doing the same thing as when I called eBay before all this to get some help and advice and have them look things up for me. They're like, oh, we can't see the payments were flagged as being suspicious. I'm like, well, you can see I never canceled it though. They weren't getting it. So I bitched them out a couple times, and I said, you can see, show me where I canceled the sale. I never canceled the sale. You still got your fees on that. The sale was not canceled. You can also see in a message to the buyer from the buyer where she even confirms her payment was flagged. She talked to PayPal. Something wasn't right with her payment. And 3, you can see she rebought it again on this day and paid for it. And there's a tracking showing that it was shipped to her. So definitely was not canceled as being out of stock. They did remove the defect. So yeah, if you are refunding people to avoid defects for any reason, most of you are probably just shitty sellers who shouldn't be canceling these sales, in which case you deserve the defects. But if something like this happens to you, or you have an actual reason for refunding or canceling things, keep an eye on your defects and keep track of all information. If you have to, communicate with your buyer to get more information that you can present to eBay to have these defects removed. Because defects suck and they will screw up your account. Yeah, that's my story. Even trying to power through it like that, I still didn't cut much time off of it. So if you watched all the way to the end, which I hope you did, because if you didn't, you missed all the information. If you did, thank you for watching. Goodbye.